Hello and welcome. Today is December 9th, 2024, and today we'll be playing V Rising, but also theory crafting a little bit at the start of the stream. I decided to do a little bit of theory crafting, a little bit of decorating, mostly because I wanted to get that other castle I've been working on kind of started, if that makes sense. But yeah, I look forward to doing that. I'm also probably going to end up going to the game for a little bit and kind of looking around as part of our theory crafting. If I could just find a place to put my cup without spilling it, that'd be great. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so I hope you guys all had a great weekend. I'm just gonna, you know what, let's just put some music in the background a little bit. There we go. A little bit of music. But yeah, today's gonna be interesting. I decided to kind of start off, let's take a look at the dev update number 27 and just kind of talk about some of the clues or things that I feel like could be a possibility. You know, everything that we're guessing here is just a shot in the dark, essentially. I've heard various responses or various opinions on what could be at this, you know, new piece of land, right? And it wouldn't surprise me if we're all correct yet wrong at the same time. Hello, Gigi. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so today's gonna be a super chill day, super relaxing, kind of, you know, jamming and chilling. But yeah, so I kind of want to spend a little bit of time on this because I've been thinking about it a lot, and you know, a lot of things have kind of like shuffled in my mind, right? So if we take a look at, well, I think we should start with the potential new faction unit. What do I mean? Well, I mean that I would like to kind of see what you guys think as far as like what's gonna happen patch 1.1. Now I know it's gonna be like a while from now. Like I understand that we're probably not gonna see 1.1 until maybe like next year, right? But I'm so excited I kind of want to talk about it anyway. Hope it's okay. Also, welcome to the chat, Makiyaki, and welcome to the chat, Elfie. How you guys doing? But yeah, I've been thinking a lot about this. I've been thinking, what could possibly be over there? What could possibly be waiting for us in that 1.1 patch? So if we look at Exhibit A, if this is, so according to the devs, this is concept art for a potential new faction unit. Now obviously it's concept art. It could be something that we don't end up getting, you know, they could change it, right? But I kind of wonder, like, who are these people? You know, like, I kind of look at like the different things on their outfit, the colors, and there's nothing that really obviously comes off to me except for the fact that they're wearing something with a hood. Occult light based off the design, says Chillin' Shrimpin'. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. I kind of wonder, like, if the fact that this guy is bald has any real indication or any real specific value in the discussion. Because now I think about it, I don't think we have any like normal units in the game that are already bald. Like I'm pretty sure, like even like for example, like, you know, the peeps in the forest, they usually have hair, or they're wearing like a hood or something, right? You're saying Asmon's followers? Maybe. You know, it kind of makes me wonder if these are like people from like another land or something that maybe have, you know, some kind of, you know, ties to the sea even. Because when I first saw this like necklace around him, like it kind of makes me think like, what is that? You know, it's really prominent, and it kind of reminds me of a, like at first I thought it was like a serpent, right? Do I think the necklace design holds a clue? Yeah, I do think so. I mean, usually when like there's something that ties the groups together symbolically. So like, because remember in the past they've talked about things like what was it called? And group families or something like that. I can't remember. It was something families. And basically they were saying how, you know, each kind of faction is like considered their own like family, if that makes sense, within the game. Like not like literally, right? But they're, the way that they interact with each other is kind of group based. So it's like, oh, that unit is not from my unit, so we quarrel. Or, oh, that unit is friendly with my unit, so we don't quarrel, right? You think it could be a twin snake? Maybe. It could also be, actually something that kind of went through my mind is it kind of looks like a horseshoe. It kind of looks like a horseshoe. So it could also be something like that. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell with the image. So like if we zoom in, right? Whoops. Oh, that's as big as I'm going to be able to get it. Damn. Okay. Wait, actually, hold on. There we go. Let me move over. So if we look at the necklace, right? You could argue that, you know, those are like eyes, right? Like these little black things, you could argue that they're like little eyes, right? That, oh, look, it's a two-headed snake. Or this could be something else entirely. We could be looking too far into it. Double-headed snake means rebirth. Ooh. Okay, so if it is, so that's something to go off of then. Like if it is a twin snake or like a double-headed snake, and if that does, you know, mean rebirth, what are they sacrificing is the question then. What are they sacrificing for that rebirth? It's like, in the game, at least from what I can see, you know, it feels like humans, right? They don't get that second chance to live. You know what I mean? Like you finish them off, and that's that. You know, the corpse is gone. Whatever, they fade into non-existence, right? Even the bosses, you could say that for. So I wonder if these guys could have some kind of reviving mechanic, which is a very possible thing. Now that you mentioned the rebirth, we could also speculate to, you think it could be a snake worshiper? Maybe. I mean, the thing that kind of gets me with this is it kind of reminds me of like a horseshoe, right? Like I look at it and I just keep seeing a horseshoe with the shape. But isn't there like a zodiac sign or something that has like that that sign? Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Is it Taurus or, hold on, I'm gonna pull in another tab in case I get some weirdness. No, it's not Taurus. I thought there was a sign. Hold on. Astrology signs. The one that it looks closest to might be, I mean, Libra is the closest looking one that I'm looking at in this chart, but I wouldn't even say that it looks close enough to Libra to say it's a Libra situation, which is an interesting idea. But maybe there's nothing there. I don't know. I'm literally looking to the stars, guys, trying to figure out what the heck this is, because I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I don't know. Medical symbol also has twin snakes, like Greek Omega. Oh, is it Omega that I'm looking for? Is that what it is that I'm looking for? Hold on. Let me do this again. I'm being silly. Omega. Maybe it, oh, I think you're right, it is Omega. Yeah, it is Omega, it's the Omega symbol, right? So, thank you for reminding me. But yeah, I'm thinking like, what it could be, is it could be an Omega symbol. I mean, what does that, what does that symbol, like, what does that symbol have to do with? Like, what does that exactly, like, encompass? Like, that's another possibility, another angle we could look at when it comes to the necklace here. Also, I find it interesting that the necklace has, like, really large chains. Usually when people wear necklaces, the chains are not that big. So I feel like there's something going on there. I don't know. I look at it and I'm just kind of like, because, you know, the chains kind of remind me of like an anchor almost. You know, like when you have like an anchor chain, kind of reminds me of that slightly. What I find interesting is that this guy's eyes are like glowing like a bluish purple, like an indigo-ish kind of color, right? Like, what's up with that? Like, why is his eyes glowing? Is he possessed by something? Is he a zombie? I don't know. We have, because think about it, in the game so far we have undead, right? So we have skelly boys, we have ghouls, but a ghoul and a zombie are not the same thing, right? You could argue maybe the Atom is a zombie, right? In a way, right? You can argue that. I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, is this guy even alive? Maybe the new shard bearer is a snake based off feathered snake god Quetzalcoatl. Maybe? That's a really, wow, that's kind of a, I didn't consider that. That's kind of a stretch. I don't know. It would be very weird and interesting, but thematically within the rest of the game, I'd have to wonder. Like, okay, so in my opinion, right? In my opinion, I don't think they would go from that far in the world and pull that kind of lore into this game, considering the tone of the game and the place of the game. Now, I understand that these are invaders from afar, I guess, right? So there's a possibility you could be correct, random dude, but I don't know. It's such a rare sight to see any kind of depiction of Quetzalcoatl or even some of the other gods when you think of like Aztec mythology and things like that. It's so rare that I'm kind of like, the possibility is very low. It's there. Looks zombie-like, but maybe something in between. Necromancer, maybe? Maybe. You know what could also be interesting, or something that I wondered, is what if this guy is not the actual enemy, but the blade is? I mean, because think about it. He's holding this blade, right? And he doesn't seem to be, like, I know it's a pose, right? It's concept art, right? But he doesn't seem particularly interesting, per se. Like, his body, like, there's nothing, like, crazy about him that's making me think, oh my god, you know? So, and I'm assuming this is, like, a normal unit. But the blade just draws my eye. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of pulls my attention to it because of the shape of the blade, the glow, you know, the slight glow on the blade. It makes me wonder, like, what are they cutting with that? Are they, you know, going after me? Or is there some other purpose for that? Some kind of sacrificial purpose, even. Looks like a poison-based attack unit. Actually, you know, that's a good point. I did not consider poison. I did not consider that. If you mentioned that, actually, that could make sense, because think about it, you know, snakes a lot of times are, you know, associated with venom, right? Venom could be good or bad, depending on how it's taken in. Hello, Katie. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Poison-based attack unit idea is a pretty good idea. That's not something I considered, but you know, if we consider, like, let's say the chain, you know, around his neck with the, you know, the thing here, for example, if we're gonna say that this is a snake, right? Let's say we agree that, right? For this discussion, for now. To say that he's a poison-based attack unit, that's an interesting idea. Could it be that his weapon is not what we think it is? Could this blade be a black blade that's covered in a purple poison of some kind? A purple venom of some kind? Because right now we do have poison in the game, right? But it's green. So I wonder if it's going to be a different kind of poison. Like, I wonder if it's something like that, because that could be the case. New School of Magic coming. I don't think we're gonna get a New School of Magic. They haven't announced anything like that, and I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it, but it's possible, I guess. But I don't think they're gonna add a new school of music. New School of Magic. I mean, I wouldn't anticipate that. I feel like the schools of magic, if anything, they're pretty fleshed out, but they need like balance changes. And I think once the balance changes happen, that'd be really nice. But right now, it's kind of like, it's kind of all over the place in some situations, especially when it comes to Mace E. I know I've heard like a few people complain about Mace E having like a really long duration, or like if you land that, all of a sudden you can just full combo on someone and you have no way to retaliate whatsoever. You know, it's kind of like, you know, when you play like a fighting game and like, you know, your opponent just like gets that one good hit in and then you can't recover. Like, yeah, that's not fun. That is not fun. I really think there's a I think the poison idea, or I guess you could say venom. The venom idea is an interesting one. But usually when like venom is depicted in games, it's like green. But we have green poison in the game. Yeah, balancing is tough. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted on that idea. Unless we're gonna get like another like troll situation where, like, you know, I ask if you guys saw I know many of you saw the developer interview I did with Jeremy a while back, and I asked him because someone had a lore question. They were asking about the lightning, right? They're like, why is it that the lightning in you know, in Gloomrot North is a different color? Or sorry, they were asking like, yeah, why is it a different color than like the lightning that we got? Because the lightning we have is like yellow, right? The lightning that is like coming from the sky is like a blue or even a purple in some cases, right? And he basically said it's different lightning, and I'm like, bruh. So I wonder if we're gonna get trolled in this way again, where it's different poison, it's different venom or something, you know. It wouldn't surprise me. But that's an interesting idea. It could be that they smear some kind of poison or venom on the end of their blade. That is a possibility. But his face just looks so lifeless. Like, he looks like he hasn't had anything to drink in like years. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at his face, like, he just seems kind of lifeless. His eyes are just, they're just like, okay, whatever. Like, it kind of makes me wonder if this guy is, you know, some kind of undead. Like, if he's actually like a zombie or something, you know, because someone mentioned necromancy in the chat, and I think that's possibly an avenue to look at. One is from Zeus, the other from Jupiter. What do you mean? What do you mean specifically? Wilser Fort. Curious. Oh, the lightning. That's funny. Oh, I see. That's hilarious. I don't know. I look at this guy, I'm like, I don't know. He looked kind of dead to me. Just a little bit. I mean, look at his skin. It's all like dry and scaly, and then his head is like, I wouldn't say scaly, but you know what I mean? He looked ashy. He looked like he needs some lotion. Okay? He needs some lotion. I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I think about it, the less sure I am about everything. When I see purple, the first thing I think of is like royal colors. But I don't know if that applies here. Especially because, like, his eyes are blue. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, he's, like, borderline undead. Like, you could tell, like, his soul is not his, probably. I don't know. With an asterisk or something. I wonder if this is an Omega symbol, though. And what Omega could mean. So, like... Let me see. Yeah, I'll go on to, like... Let me check Wikipedia or something. Hold on, let me look it up. Omega symbol. Alright, so let's go check. Let me close this out. Okay, here we go. So it says here, Omega, uppercase, lowercase, so the uppercase is like kind of similar to that shape. It's not the same because like usually for Omega, the bottom pieces are like kind of like flat, right? But these are kind of curved, right? So I wonder if this could also be like some kind of symbolic thing for like maybe the front and back of a ship, right? Like that curvature. So I kind of wonder. Anyway, it stands for O in modern Greek, but there's no longer a difference between long and short vowels, so it sounds the same as Omicron. On the system of Greek numerals, it stands for the number 800. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. I don't see anything. Oh, here we go. In mathematics, the uppercase omega is used in big omega notation. God, I can't read. A variant of... I'm not saying that out loud. It is used to represent the omega constant in electromagnetism and engineering, and uppercase used symbol for ohms, which are units of electrical resistance. In physics and other sciences, the lowercase is often used to represent angular frequency. Interesting. I don't know. I'm not totally convinced it's Omega. It could be, but it's not quite shaped correctly, so it makes me hesitate on that theory a little bit. Let me make sure. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. Epic is sever and you read your curse. Let me do that real quick. Thank you, thank you. Guys, I'm so upset. I gotta tell you, I broke my cup, my favorite cup. It's broken. So now I'm drinking out of a big jug of water. Let me stretch real quick. Very nice. I don't know. I think it's very suspicious. I look at this image and the first thing I think of is, well, if this is a serpent, you know, what can serpents where can serpents also be? I don't know why, but I have this like feeling that these guys are like somehow associated with the sea in some way, you know what I mean? Like something about it just, I don't know if it's the clothes, I don't know if it's the hood, I don't know what it is, right? But something to me just kind of gives me like sea vibes, you know. And serpents, right, can be found in water. Like there are aquatic serpents out there. People might even say, oh, like a sea serpent or something, right? Like that could be something to think about. So I don't know. Omega equals end? Maybe. Maybe. Two-headed snake. Okay. Two-headed snake also means bearer of bad omen. Cursed or corrupted, maybe. It looks really pale. It could be cave dwellers. That's a good point. I didn't consider that. Could be. I don't know. Actually, hold on a second. I just noticed something. Look at the bottom of this weapon. It, like, that hook is a little weird, right? Like, I wonder if that's like a clue as well, because it kind of reminds me a little bit of like a scorpion's tail when I look at it. I don't know. Maybe I think I'm looking too far into it. We're looking too deep. Way too deep, I think. But interesting. If we go back to the dev update, Looks like an animal or something. Maybe, yeah. Like, it's weird. It's weird. If we go back to the update, this was the area that they said it would be an island. Now, if we take not an island, I don't know. I keep saying island, but that's not what I meant to say. Obviously, it can't be an island because you see it's connected to these pieces of land up here. Like, it looks like there's like some kind of connection. Now, I theorized before that it could be an island, right? This could just be like a sliver of land over here for all we know. And it's like separated, right? But I mean, I kind of wonder. I don't know. Yeah, there's like two paths. So there's one up here. So normally up here we have like what, two housing plots, right? Like we have two castle plots here and here normally, and I think there's like another couple, or actually no, I think there's like one over here, right? And then maybe another one here, so that's like what, a bunch, but there's like nothing in this corner. So if this is a pathway, right, but then there's like another pathway right here that also connects to Northern Gloomrot. I wonder if these pathways are artificial, like if this one is like a bridge or something, you know, because right now we have bridges that go from Northern Gloomrot to North Gloomrot to North Dunley, but we also have one that kind of goes, you know, to Silverlight. So I kind of wonder if there's something here. Oh, and you know, another thing too, if we look up here, there's another like separate piece of land that I do not recognize, right? This is separate, or maybe I'm off. Maybe the map just looks warped. Let me check in game real quick. I think the map is just warped. Hold on. Oh, never mind. That's where Adam is, right here. This is where Adam is, like in this little crevice here. Based off it just looks like a small area. Yeah. I mean, I don't expect it to be a large area. I wonder if they're putting everything into just this one land. But didn't they say something about a new place to make, you know, to put your castle or something like that? I could have sworn that they mentioned something. Hello, Music and Musa. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? I'm trying to see if, let's see. Areas, PvE realms. Many players told us they'd love to engage in friendly bouts. That's not what I'm talking about here. Here we go. If you thought the map of Ardoran was complete, you're sorely mistaken. Filling out the land with another region to explore with its own faction and theme to immerse yourself and get lost in. We want to give you somewhere new. Oh, here we go. We want to give you somewhere new with space to build your castle and indulge in unique style. Okay, so what does that mean? You know, like I don't know, man. If the area is that small, because like when I look in game, right? When I look in game, I feel like that's, I don't know. I feel like they're pulling our leg with this one. I feel like they're pulling our leg. I feel like there's like a bigger map than we realize or something going on here. Yeah, more plots to be added. So the real question is, how many plots are we going to see? Is the area going to be as small as, like, I kind of wonder if the area is going to be as small as the Hollowed Mountains, maybe? Floating islands. That's not something I considered, actually. Floating islands? Maybe. That's a good point. That's a good point, Fernstark. I didn't consider that. I mean, we have nothing to indicate that that's the case, but it would be cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that'd be pretty cool. I thought maybe that it could be an island at first, but now I'm kind of looking at it and I'm like, well, if the land is connected in that way, like, I don't know, man. You know what? Let's check out in game and see what's in there. You know, we'll take a look at that. But yeah, those were the two main things I kind of want to talk about, like, because I saw this and I'm like, man, I'm like curious. Another thing too, like one other thing I want to mention about this guy, if you look at his hands, right, he has like his arms, it's almost like some kind of It kind of reminds me of like one of those, what are they called again? I cannot remember what they're called. You know those things where like, they're like these little tubes and you put them like one on one finger and another on the other finger, and like, it's kind of like a prank because if you pull them apart, it like gets tighter and you can't like free it. But if you push it together, you can like free your fingers or whatever. What are those called? I can't remember. That's what it kind of reminds me of a little bit. If it's this small, then you can expand vertically, either up or down. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of wonder about the vertical thing though, for a couple of reasons. So, well, I guess one reason in particular. So the way that Jeremy explained the way that height works in the game, he basically mentioned that like for stairs, for example, right? Finger cuffs, thank you. He basically mentioned that like when you walk over stairs, right? The stairs are basically saying, hey, your vampire should be this high up off the ground, right? Like, oh, you walked over this, you're this high up off the ground, right? And the idea is that, you know, it kind of gives the illusion that you're climbing, but you're not actually climbing on the stairs, if that makes sense. So I don't think that would be easy to pull off if they were to do something like that with like floating islands. That's an interesting idea. I don't know if they would put in that much detail. I mean, maybe, possibly, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I'm just trying to think, like, how would that work? Like, if you're on a higher ground above another ground and you know, are stepping on that ground, what is the game telling your character for you to be that high up in the sky? Like, I wonder how that would even work. I don't know. I feel like that's a technological nightmare. You could be right. We also, something that we don't know yet, right, is what the new mount will be. Now, they haven't announced any like mount specifically, but with every update, like every big update they do, they always release a new mount. It would be really cool if, well, we know it's going to be a horse mount, right, of some kind. You know, they said a few times in different like scenarios that they're going to keep the mounts horsey, right? So I wonder, you know, what are we looking at? Like, my guess or something. Okay, so maybe this is just me being hopeful or wishful, you know, but I would like to see a Kelpie. Like, I would like to see a Kelpie mount. I think it would look cool. Something that I kind of wonder too is I wonder if like, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have any evidence for this, but I'm thinking about like what boss would be like after Dracula. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of makes you wonder, because like the whole game you're like, oh, I'm gonna go after Dracula. Oh, I'm gonna, you know what, let's go back to that image with him. Let me find it. There's an image I like. Here we go. There we go. After Dracula, I mean, what could there possibly be that would be like badder than Dracula? Like, bigger and badder, you know? And so I kind of wonder, you know, if it is something that's summoned, if it is something that is like, you know, whatever, I kind of wonder if we could be seeing like a Cthulhu-like creature or something. I don't know. It'd be cool. Or if we saw like, I don't know, like Godzilla or some shit. That'd be cool. I know that sounds like crazy, but like, I don't know. I keep thinking about the sea. Every time I see these guys, every time I think about, you know, the style, the aesthetic, I don't know why I keep thinking about the sea. And I also recognize that like over in Brighthaven near the docks, we don't have any ships leaving the docks, which I find very odd. So I wonder if there's going to be like a shortcut where you can take a boat or something to go to the, like that part of the map or something. Something to think about. I think it'd be cool. I don't know how they would do it, but it'd be cool. I I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys think I'm crazy? Maybe. Maybe a little. But you know what? Let me swap over to the game, right? Let's take a look. Well, actually, yeah, you know what? That's what we'll do. We'll swap over to the game. We'll talk about the game a little bit, and then we'll do some decorating. And then maybe afterward, we'll talk about some other games and things that, you know, I kind of want to keep an eye on. Maybe break up the stream a little bit, right? If it's small, then you can expand vertically, either up or down. Maybe. Maybe. All right, let me swap back. I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. This time, in-game. And I have the map open. So, I think I'm gonna do a little bit of exploring just to kind of see, because I don't even know what's over here, right? So, looking at that map that we saw earlier, it looks like they're going to change up this part of the map, because right now it just goes down, right? But it looks like there's gonna be like a separate place to put like an island connection or something like that here. And over in this direction, well, actually, I think up here looks like there'd be some kind of connection here, maybe? Let me double check on the image. I'm gonna take a look. Actually, put some music on too while I'm doing it. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't think you can. Let me fix it. Maybe that helps. No? Oh, damn it. Oh boy. I don't hear the music. Oh well. And I also have to fix the chat. So let me move the chat a little bit. It's a little too, claustrophobic. There we go. Hello, Kermie. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Merry Kickmas. Hope you're doing amazing today. I'll be here showing love from the shadows all day. Thank you, Kermie. Thank you, thank you. If I could just get the music going for you guys, that'd be great, but I don't know why it's not. Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, it's not even being picked up. That's interesting. You know what? Let me try and create a let me create a new browser thing. Hold on. Let me hide this from you guys for now. And then I'll fix the other thing. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it's oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I see. Oh well, I'll worry about this later. Later. In the meantime, let's just talk about this. So, looking at a side-by-side myself with the image of that map and looking at the map here, it looks like... Oh, let me find it again. So it looks like there'd be a connection from... Huh. You know what's interesting? I look at this map here, and we have a lot of water here, and it seems to be different. Looks like there's like just smaller ponds of water here from the other map. And then just trying to figure out where exactly it would connect. Maybe here, right? Like maybe it could connect over here and kind of loop this way, because it looks like they want to like create something here and then it loop this way. So I don't know. That's really interesting. But then again, you could look at this part of the map here and just be like, oh no, they're gonna squish it out of here. It's kind of hard to tell. But if I had to guess, it looks like it's gonna be connected somewhere over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my marker here. And we're going to go there and see if we can find any clues. I doubt it, but hell. If I didn't try, then what's the point, right? What the fuck? I fell through the rock! Oh no. Okay, I need to get out of the rock. That's not good. Let me try up there. Oh, that's not good. Okay, maybe that's an invalid spot. Let me try. Okay, so I'm on top of this here. Oh. I can't take flight from here. That's interesting. What is this? Okay, so we have silver mines over here in the back. This is such a weird place to be. It's so weird seeing the back of the silver mine caves, but kind of makes me wonder. Okay, so right now we just have a bunch of mountains, right? It's a bunch of mountains. What the fuck? Huh? I didn't know this was back here. There's like a whole ass path back here. Hold on. Can I jump down? Oh, it does give me the option to shift. Huh. And this is in the little rat hole area. So the rat hole is up here, right? Oh wow, and it auto glitched me up. Let's see if I can get back up here. Oh, can I? Let me reposition myself. Okay, that's not gonna work. Invalid. Let's try. Nope. Where did I place myself again? Was it like over here or something? I'm stuck, guys. I'm stuck. Okay, maybe toad form can get me out of here. Let me see. No. No, I'm stuck. Okay, let me try. All right, let me try placing myself on a normal spot. How about that? All right. If I go to up here. Okay. We're back. That's such a weird spot too. I don't know. I got stuck there. But yeah, looking back here, I didn't even know there was like a little area back here. That's kind of interesting. And this right here is supposed to be a rock cliff or something. Can I jump from here? I can go in the wall, but I can't jump. I doubt the game would let me go all that way. But if we look over here, it seems to be like a hole in the roof. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't really see anything that like tells me anything, but it's kind of interesting that this is back here. I didn't even know this was back here. So I guess I learned something new today. I kind of wonder because I'm like, I've never seen this before, actually. And what's interesting is I can't go into bat form even when there's nothing above my head, or presumably nothing above my head. Like, if I get to the corner, it doesn't let me do anything. And I can't jump down from here either. Like, it doesn't give me an option to, like, jump down here. The rock's not even closed up. It's like, how do I know I'm not supposed to be here? Oh, right. We go this way. Yeah, the wood structure is kind of interesting, because if we look here, and notice here, there seems to be like a little curvature of a path here. It's almost like a collapsed pathway or something over here, right? Like, it almost looks like some kind of collapsed pathway. And if we go here, like, this could be, or maybe I'm thinking too deep, and this could just be like a cliff. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like kind of a rocky area, but that's all we have now. I mean, this is before they add anything to give us clues, I assume, right? But the fact that this is here, I had no idea, you know, the little wooden area here, because it makes me think like, you know, that's all the way at the back of this thing. So I wonder if, because this is approximately where on the map that connection is. Like if I look at the picture real quick, it's kind of close, actually. It's kind of close. I don't know. I kind of wonder if this is going to be our pathway, if you're going to be able to go through the silver mines and to that new area like that. I wonder if that's going to be like kind of the shortcut. Ooh, there's a shiny chest over here. Hold on. See what's in it. Hey, okay. Treasure. All those shiny things. Oh, I didn't see this one right away. Oh, I have too much shit in my inventory. Okay, I'm gonna drop my whole inventory. I don't care. I'm gonna leave it here. It could stay forever. But yeah, I kind of wonder if that's what's gonna happen there. I do want to check out the North Gloomrot area. So that would be, so looking at this map, hold on a second, looking at this map. Yeah, this area here would be completely changed based on that new map that we're looking at. The teaser map, as I like to call it. Because it looks like this point here would be connecting. Let's go there. What's over here? What's here? Nothing but rocks. Okay, so it's just rocks here. But they could continue, I guess they could add like a pathway here through the map, right? Like they could add like a way to go that way from here. I mean, that's exactly where that pinpoint is, underneath this and into here. The question though is, what would they add here in this other spot in Silverlight? Oh shit. Oh, that's weird. So this is like a little rock area, but it's right in front of, hold on a second. If I turn around, I guess they could make this into a new area, huh? I can't jump through there. A lot of these rocks are fake. Fake rocks. I can't jump that way. But, I mean, this whole area is just elevated. I mean, they could carve this out to be like a pathway, right? Like, because it would combine, or sorry, not combine. It would be somewhere over here, connecting here with this piece of land. So I don't see anything there that's kind of giving any clues as to what that could be. You know, because I know for like before we got Ruins of Mortium, right, we had a bridge, you know, some bridges kind of like shown a little bit, but they were like broken, right? So like, remember when for example, like up here we had a instead of having like a path that went up, it was like a path that was blocked by like terrain, essentially. Like it was blocked by like rocks or something, big boulders. Down this way, I think there used to be like some kind of like bridge or something in this area that maybe I vaguely remember. I know that there was a bridge here for sure that like people were looking at and they were like, oh my god. So like if we go here, see, this is this bridge now. It looks different. So I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I'm like less sure. You want them to add more secret areas? Me too. We need more areas where like it makes sense to use rat form. That's what we need. We need more rat form areas. I think that would be cool. They could clear that area, yeah, with the rocks. First time you've seen that too. Hello, Spidey. Welcome to the chat. And also, hello, Sunraku-sun, and Too Cute to Fail. There's a lot of you I forgot to say hi to. Hello, everyone. But yeah, I can't help but wonder, like, when I see these, like, areas and stuff, and I'm like, you know, another thing, too, is that this area here, like, I mean, will it even move me there? All right, so this is what the area looks like. Oh! Okay, so jumping is out of the game. What the fuck? Okay, apparently I can't jump here, but I can run closer to this area. I'm off the map, guys. I'm off the map. But if I go over here... Oh my god, what have I done? Oh no. No map available. This is where the rocks are. Oh, I can go right through that. I'm going right through the mountains, guys. Forget tunnels, we can just walk through. Okay, we're getting closer to... Oh. Okay, you know what? I have an idea. I'm you know what? I have an idea. We're just gonna unstuck here. It's fine. There we go. We're back to the normal world. But if we take a look, I don't even have a death bag anywhere. That's funny. I guess I just disappeared and don't exist anymore, guys. I guess that's what happened. But going back to the castle stuff, because I remember I was talking about wanting to work on a castle today. This is actually the castle I wanted to work on. So this was the sick castle, as I like to call it, because when I first started building this one, I had like a fever and I was not feeling good. And whenever I'm like kind of under the weather, I tend to work on this castle. I don't know what it is, right? But something about this castle. And, you know, I have my stables over here. I'm thinking about maybe extending this to like further stables and maybe taking this door out and like swapping it here or something, but I don't know. I gotta think about it. I could create another stable here as well. It's another possibility. Maybe I should do that. Now I'm like thinking about this. It needs to be perfect. It must be perfect. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's so much theory crafting and stuff too, but it's like, man, I feel like I have no idea what they're gonna do with this new area. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I feel like we don't really have an idea, like, and they said that there'd be like places for us to build our castles. So I wonder, is it gonna be an area that's as small as, you know, the Hollowed Mountains? Or are we looking at an area that's gonna be like taking up the whole map? Because if you notice here, we have like that band, right? Like that, the edge of the map band, right? That is the you're on the other side of the planet kind of band, right? So I wonder if we're gonna see a situation where we can walk off the map and then end up on this side or something, and maybe there's like another land over here. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, considering the cursed forest is right here, to me it would make sense to put those two kinds of areas next to each other. Not to mention, we have a big gaping hole here. I mean, they could do a lot. Yeah, it could be a different area altogether. Exactly. So, I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, I love theory crafting about these kind of things. And just, I don't know, I cannot wait until they put out, like, another update. Like, I'm so excited. My god. Anyway. Going back to my castle. There's also some other stuff that I kind of wanted to passively talk about. So there's been, actually later this month, there's supposed to be a big, like, now this is totally unrelated to V-Rising, but I'll mention it anyway. Later this month, there's supposed to be a Palworld update, like a big Palworld patch or something like that. Late December, I assume. And I think I'm probably gonna be playing a lot more Power World around that time, just because, like, I don't know. I like the game a lot, and I think you guys do too. So you might see me playing some more Power World toward the end of the month. So this might be the last V Rising. Maybe it's an exaggeration, but this could be like maybe the last time I stream V Rising this year, potentially. Oh yeah, so speaking of Sakurajima, right? I just explored that a little bit more over the weekend. And I caught this pal that I can't remember what it's called, but it's like, but it like has like this moon behind it, like this big like purpley star constellation looking moon thing. And I think it starts with an E. I can't remember the name of the pal. I can't remember, but I caught one. It was level 50 and it was like really hard to get. But after blowing through like 30 spheres, I somehow caught it, so I'll take it. I caught it with a red sphere with like a 5% chance, or I think it was like 2 or 5% chance or something to like capture the thing, and I caught it on like my 30th try. I was like, yeah. So that's been interesting. It's definitely been new. Thinking about opening up this area here. I feel like I can do more with an open room, and the outside's not going to look any different in the hallway as a result. So I might have to do a little bit of like restructuring today. There we go. Yeah, I think it is Selny or something. Or yeah, I think you're right, actually. I think I'm just being stupid. Yeah, I think it is that pal. But I remember thinking about that, and I was like, interesting. This could be another exit, maybe path to get to the bridge. So maybe I'll make like a little pathway here. I don't know. I wasn't gonna make this a pathway, but now I'm kind of wondering, like, I don't know, should I make that a pathway? Might be too easy to make this hallway. I don't know. Something to consider, maybe. And you know what? Yeah, the one with the moon on the head? Yeah. It's that one. I think you're right. I don't know about this area here, because like I said, I could make this a bridge or something. Or I can make this a corner. I can make this a corner and close the windows. Oh. You have to kill this tree. There we go. And then I could remove this. That way there's like a way behind the staircase, maybe. It's kind of nice. Yeah, I could work with this. You get the right flooring down. Yeah, so it is indeed Celine. So I hope I said that right. Don't judge me. I'm not sure what to do with this. Part of me, you know what? I'm kind of thinking maybe this could be like, because there's like an upstairs area. I could use the wallpaper to get the whole column the same. And then this could be a maybe some kind of rough flooring. What am I using? Like a dark green? I like to use a dark green in the in this area. And I could put a, oh, you know what? I could use the new fencing in the DLC. Oh, that's fancy. There we go. We can see what that does. This could also be behind maybe some kind of, like, I don't know, because part of me kind of wants this to be, like, filled with plants and stuff, but I guess I could put them in vases. I don't know. I gotta think a little bit more about how I'm gonna navigate this area here. The cool thing is that because that area is underneath something and it's also outdoors, I get the outdoor feel without having to worry about getting hit with lightning, which is nice. So that's cool. That is very, very cool. I'm really not sure what to do with this whole area here. This area here, obviously, it leads to the bridge, and I kind of don't want to put, like, bridge this gap. I kind of want to be able to look out this window and see people crossing the bridge from there. Something about it seems kind of interesting to me, visually. I could put some, like, couches or something here, maybe. Or maybe I could put, like, some kind of, like, statue. I don't know. I could put the statues on the corners if I wanted to do that. Hello, PJ. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? Maybe something like this. Well, actually, hold on. Before I do that, statues. I don't even know what color I'd go with. These are more for, like, outdoor. The black one seems a little bit too, I don't know, a little too blending in. I could squish it in behind the stair, and I could put some other pieces here because technically the staircase allows me to use up this space, right? So that could be cool. I don't know. I could have used a different statue too. Like maybe I could use like the plague chemist statues. These are pretty neat actually. So maybe, but they're also not as tall as these. So maybe. Let's see. Maybe I can get the other one. See if I can face it that way. How does it look? It's not going into the stair, is it? No. Let me check on this side. So if I go up the stairs, it looks like this. Oh. But there's a piece on... Oh, I didn't realize this, but... part of me is wondering if I should remove this area here, like the flooring here. And instead just put like a, visible foundation, like right here. So that I can kind of see down here, right? I just like the way that these staircases look. And I kind of don't want to mess it up. Yeah, you know what? Maybe this shouldn't be here. Maybe I should just... I don't know. You know what it could be? Maybe I could just remove these stairs here and then just leave the only way to go over there from behind. That could work. But then the question becomes, why would I do that? You know, why would I... Because if I decide to close this, right? Which, honestly, this doesn't make much sense to close. I'm gonna have to go over there to fix that. I might have done goofed there. Hold on. Let me walk around. Oh, that's right, because the castle pillar walls. Oh, that's great. Oh, I see. It cannot break path to ground. So, I mean, if I do this, that doesn't make much sense. If I do this, it's not going to let me remove this, is it? Nope. So it's all or nothing, essentially. Fuck it. We're going to go with nothing. This area here, I thought at first this could be like maybe like a little area, like a little balcony to kind of look out, get some fresh air or something. But now I'm wondering if I should just open this up entirely. Like if I should have like a door here and a door here, but then like leave this open. Let's do that. Maybe like a balcony instead, right? And then maybe I can add a door. Did you watch the streamer awards? Nah. I did not watch the streamer awards. By the time I knew it was happening, I was like watching clips from it, essentially, that people were posting. But I don't know. These like awards ceremonies and stuff, I'm just kind of like meh. It's whatever. That was a big stretch. Let me make sure I didn't miss any redeems. Yep, thank you for the hydrate, Wilster Fort, and the stretch DQ to fill. I just stretched. I will mark that. Let me hydrate real quick. Game awards are still coming. Do you mean the Steam Game Awards? Or do you mean just in general? Also, holy crap! I just noticed something. Let me hydrate real quick. Thank you. Alright. I will be doing some stretching and hydrating, but I want to take a time to acknowledge something. According to Twitch, Spidey Marved has reached a 60 stream streak. Give them a round of applause, please. Give them a round of applause. They deserve it. You know what? I'll clap too. Thank you. Thank you, Spidey. That's very kind of you. Holy crap. 60 stream streak. That's crazy. Wow. That is nuts. Imagine watching 60 of my streams. Oh my god. I can't imagine that. And I'm there for every single one. And I can't even imagine that. It's like crazy. Wow. That's awesome. Great job, Spidey. Alright, what else are we gonna do here? We're gonna make this a nice little balcony area. I'm gonna remove these. And I think I'm just going to put down like a bench or something. Maybe like a wooden bench. Can put that right here. Cause I kind of like the idea of like being able to see someone chilling out here, sitting. What are you up to tonight? Well, I'm doing a little bit of castle decorating, Kermie. We've also done a little bit of theory crafting for the game to start off the stream, but yeah, I think I'm gonna be decorating for a little bit, and then maybe after I might talk about some other games and things I'm looking forward to for like next year. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for today, if that makes sense. If we look out here, this is our
these souls. I shall guide them to the underworld.
Holy crap! Thank you so much, Kirby, for the raid. What the hell? Actually, for the host over on Kick, thank you so much.
I see you've joined the queue.
Wow, thank you for the follow, Extaline, or I hope I said your name right. You had to get me back. Wow, Kirby, I see how it is. Thank you so much. That was so kind of you. Damn. Damn, that's a lot of people. Jesus Christ, Kirby. You know, it's funny because usually you have streams like before I do, but you also end after I do, so it like never works, you know what I mean? So that's actually really kind of you. Thank you so much, Kermie. Let's see. It's been up since 5 a.m. Wow. It's like just after 9. Oh wow. Yeah, welcome everyone. What that tongue do though? I don't know. Why do dogs do that? I don't know. It's more fun. I think. Let's see, getting up early. Did kind of late stream today. Ah, okay. I see. What'd you play? What'd you play on stream? Also, while you're answering that, I'll introduce myself. So, hello everyone. I'm about to get hit by lightning because I'm not paying attention. Don't mind me. Anyway, my name is Xolo Q. I'm a Xolo Eats Quaintly, which is a dog. It's a type of dog. Look it up. Look up Xolo dog. And, you know, on Google. Xolo. That's what I am. I'm a dog girl, but I mostly play like survival games, management sims. I do occasionally play some rhythm games on stream too. So if you're into that kind of thing, feel free to give me a follow. And if not, that's totally fine. If you're just here for the ride, I understand. No pressure. Let's see, ended up after only 6 hours. Usually go for like 12 or 15. Apex 4, Apex, Silent Hill 2 remake. Okay. All right, that's a little bit of a variety. That I don't know how you do streams that long, Kirby. That's crazy. I can't, like, I usually, like, today is actually a 3-hour stream for me. But usually when I stream for like 2 hours at a time. I can't handle like doing a long ass stream like that. That's crazy. I don't know how you do it, Kirby, man. I don't know how you do it. No idea. Thank you for the follow, Noxic Noxy. That's a cool name. CKG registered. Should have some papers somewhere at families. What? See, do it. I just do it to do it. All right. Yeah, thank you for the follow. But yeah, I usually, that's usually the kind of games I play, is like just like survival games, stuff like that. So the game I'm playing right now is called V Rising. It's basically a vampire survival game slash action RPG where you play as the vampire, essentially. And one of the core mechanics of the game, or something that I really like about it, is you get to build a castle. I'm actually in the very early stages of this castle that I'm working on here. In fact, I literally just started, but I built most of the structure. I would like to show you guys, or give you guys like a small tour of my castle that I just completed last, was it 2 weeks ago? Something like that. Hold on, let me move myself. Yeah, I love V Rising. I have over 3,000 hours playing this game. I'm like obsessed, okay? I have a problem. But yeah, this is what my dang, out of your budget? Oh no. Well, usually the game goes on sale around like Halloween, sometimes the holidays, and I think last year they went, I want to say they went on sale during the summer Steam sale or something. So, you know, just keep an eye out. It's a good, you know, game to wish list. But yeah, this is my castle that I just completed. Really nice looking castle. I'll give you guys a tour. Why not, right? What the hell? So this is kind of like a lounge area. 3 out of the 4 games you've played today are F2P. Oh my god. That's fair. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, hell, I mean, I used to play a lot more free-to-play games. There's some games out there that I do still play. So like League of Legends, for example. Probably one of my guilty pleasure games, you know. It's the kind of game that like I play while not sober. But you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes you know, you just gotta relax and, you know, laugh at people as you kill them. That's all. Phantasy Star Online 2 is much more of a guilty pleasure. I've played it, and I've also played New Genesis. Do you know, have you played New Genesis, Shaman's Mystery? I should just say, or should I just call you Shamans? Does that work better? I don't know. But yeah, I've played PSO2. I've played PSO2 New Genesis as well. New Genesis was kind of empty when it first came out. Like, I remember, like, I got to a point and then my power level, I couldn't get past a certain power level. I got stuck. And then after a while, I just said, fuck it. And I moved on to something else. Max level all classes, both NGS and based on 3 characters. Wow.
I see you've joined the queue.
Thank you for the follow. It's Punko. Thank you so much. Yeah. But yeah, I like that game too. I've also played Once Human. Every once in a while, I do play it on stream. But with Once Human,
joined the queue.
Oh, thank you, Nexus JD for the follow also. Yeah, so I've been kind of dabbling in some free to play games. I've been playing Palia a little bit more. They just recently had an update. I want to say like last week or the week before, and it's like kind of their winter update. I've been playing a little bit, but there's not really much to do right now. I'm kind of waiting for like another big patch or something. Like basically I'm waiting for them to release the new area that we're supposed to get. Yeah, they do need a bigger patch, yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at right now with Palia. But yeah, I'll keep giving you guys a tour. I'm getting all lost in the sauce, right? But if I go over to this area, this is my library. And yeah, it's a really nice little area. You have like little desks here where you can sit and see the various chairs and books, and there's books everywhere. But yeah, this is basically the library part of my castle. I wanted a nice comfy area, and these are like these paper presses, and I can just make paper and things like that. But yeah, really nice, really cozy. Oh, you know what, I'll go this way. So this is my fitting room. So this room is basically exactly what you think it is, and I have a bunch of tailoring materials and things like that here. If I go in this room, you have the tailoring room where, you can work on things like, stuff at the tannery or the looms. Really, really cool. Your castle is looking fired. Thank you. I think this is probably one of my favorite castles that I've worked on. I have a collection of castles I've worked on before. You can actually...
I see you've joined the queue.
Oh, thank you, Ninja Edge YT. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Smoke and peace. I like your name.
I see you've joined the queue.
And also, thank you for the follow, Smackberg. Thank you so much. LGGGGGG game. In with the hosty. Oh, nice. Okay, you came with the host. That's cool. And yeah, so I've been thinking about like, what can I really do to like up my game with castles, and I have an idea of what I want to do for maybe a separate castle that I haven't started, but I gotta think more about it. So this here is the kind of like the workshop storage room, essentially. I have some striking dummies here. I can hit them. They actually work. And then I have my sawmills. I have my stone crushers, my advanced grinders, and I have a cute little chess table with a couple of chairs too. But yeah, this castle, I've spent so much time working on this castle, it's like not even funny. Like I spent way too long on this castle. Like this castle took me like several months to complete because I took my time with it, and it'd be like that sometimes. But yeah, this is the jeweler's room, so the jeweler's workshop. So if I want to make shiny jewels and stuff, I do it in there. And then the storage for that workshop, of course, this room. Very nice. You're gonna have to get back into this game. Yeah, maybe. I mean, we're supposed to get another update sometime next year, I think, for patch 1.1, and the devs put out a letter basically explaining that like the game is gonna have like a new area essentially. So we're supposed to get a new area in, I'll show you. So in this part of the map, we're supposed to get a new area. So that's really exciting. It's supposed to be like up here, or sorry, like up here or like over here somewhere, like in this big area. Okay, you let anyone I had up know that I was done, but that I was hosting? Okay. Well, I mean, Kermie, if you need some rest, go get some rest, dude. Thank you so much for the host. I really appreciate it. It's kind of funny how that worked out. I was like, oh, nice. It's funny because I don't usually stream for like 3 hours on like a Monday, but I just felt like it, if that makes sense. super talkative, just a dope person in general. So I had to show you some love. Thank you, Kermie. Thank you so much. Yeah, I try to keep everything going. I tend to get lost in the sauce a little because I have really severe ADHD. So I do apologize if I get derailed by like the tiniest of like little things. I hosted you like 4 more times, probably more than that, Kirby. I think I've been watching your streams since like, oh man, it's been a while. I don't know. I don't know, Kirby. You're like my default raid. Like I don't know who else to host, because like usually when I host you, there's like none of my other friends are like hosting at the time. I'm like, yeah, there we go, the Kirby host. Let's go. You know, ADHD is a superpower for some of us. Yeah, it can be. It can be. It can help. You know, I've noticed that like I tend to do really well with like puzzle games and things like that because I notice things that maybe some players don't notice right away because my brain is not looking or thinking or processing in a way that it should be. So I'm like completely like, it's hard to explain. But like for me, I definitely know what you mean by that, shamans. You'll be up for a bit. Yeah, you just wanted to host and chill. Okay, no problem. No problem, Kermie. No pressure. And if you need to, you know, nod off, there's nothing wrong with that either. You go shopping with defeated souls most Wednesdays. You keep finding stuff he misses. Really? That's interesting. So yeah, this is my, so this room here is like the main teleport room. So this teleport pad leads to the master bedroom. This one leads to where we came from in the, you know, lounge area. And then this blue one leads to a servants' quarters room or a break room for servants. I actually don't have servants walking around right now. I actually put them to cook and bake in their coffins. Because like this game has a mechanic where you can like kidnap humans and then turn them into servants in your castle. And I absolutely love it. I still need more servants though. I'm running out. I need to go out and capture more people to add to my collection. All right. So here I have my alchemy room. So I do all the bubbly things here, all the bubblies and whooshy noises that, you know, maybe the occasional explosion that'll happen in here. And then I have my storage room here. So I keep all my storage. Let's see what else we got here. We also have, this is kind of like a botanist collection of plants. So basically any kind of planted like herb or flower that I can get in the game is here in this bunch. Sometimes grouped together, sometimes a little spread out, you know, but it does exist. And also, I was trying to figure out earlier why my music wasn't playing. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put, I'm going to, you know what, I'm gonna enable music. That way you guys aren't hearing like nothing. But yeah, so this is like the little botanist garden. And then over here we have the forge room, so I can smelt a bunch of stuff. You know, I have a bunch of stuff I've been working on, and you can also, I have a nice little weapon storage here. I need to probably complete making some of these weapons. We also have the ancestral forge. We got an anvil, and back here it's like a kind of a storage room for my forge. And then I also have, well, if I go up here, this is the cold room, but I'll show you guys the hot room first. So the hot room, well, actually, no, I won't do that. I won't do that. I'm getting ahead of myself. The cold room is basically kind of like a lounge or relaxation area. So that if you have like guests who want to like chat and chill, but maybe they, you know, just maybe one-on-one kind of chilling and chatting, you could do that. And then out here, I have kind of like a nice little patio area, right? And then I have, over on this side, we have the hot room, as I like to call it. You have, you know, the double fireplace, and you also have this private area back here. So if you want to do interesting things behind closed doors, you could do that there. That's what that room is for. And then we also have the hot room patio. Yep. Almost bought this during Black Friday, but ended up just saying screw it and decided to wait. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I think the best time to buy it really is like probably Halloween, just because like a lot of people start picking up the game around that time too. And also, whenever they come out with patch 1.1, patch 1.1 is going to probably bring in a lot of players again, so that might be a good time to pick up the game. Right now, we're kind of in like this lull period where we're just kind of waiting for like a big update, essentially. But yeah. It's kind of what we're looking at. So the hot room is cool. I'm going to show you guys the garden a little bit. So the garden is probably one of my favorite places in this whole castle. So if we walk through here, you can see I planted a bunch of... oh, I should show you guys what these do. Okay, so that right there is a trippy shroom, right? Now, the cool thing about the trippy shroom is that if you consume it, it actually has an effect. So right now you can't tell anything, but don't worry. You'll start to notice some changes. And it's like really weird what it does to your screen. But yeah, the trippy shrooms are probably the best in Vardoran. You know, the best I've ever made. Handcrafted. Hand planted, okay? I'm very proud of my trippy shroom collection. But you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes the shrooms, you know, it's a little spicy. You gotta be careful. Also, thank you for the hydrate. You read your curse and the stretch epic is 7. Let me make sure I do my hydrate and stretches because it's been a while as we kind of go back to normal here. I still have more hydrates and stretches to catch up on.
See, you've joined the queue.
But I will do that in a bit. That's over on the Twitch side. Thank you. Let me stretch my fingies. Ah, very nice. Also, hi Isekai dude. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, so this is the equine garden. I call it the equine garden not just because we have like cool little horse, you know, shrubbery, I guess you can call it, but because I have apple trees and, you know, horses love apples, so I figured, you know, equine garden, right? And then back here we have like a little fog machine because, well, I mean, you're a vampire, you need something, you know, you can't be out in the sun, you'll be burning, right? Now I have really like special settings on right now, so if the sun did come out, I'm not gonna burn, but you know, that's something that I think kind of sets this game apart from others, is that like for most games it's safer during the day and like more dangerous at night, but for this game it's the exact opposite because you're a vampire. So like, you know, if you're fighting at night, it's like the best time because you don't have to worry about the sun, but as soon as that sun comes out, ooh, you better be ready. I also have some horse stables back here. Need to go pass out. You definitely be back next time you're alive. Also, I love the light mechanic in this game. It adds a level of challenge. Yeah, it does. All right, Noxy, thank you so much for stopping by and all that good stuff. And I think you followed earlier too. Thank you so much. But yeah, I hope you have a great night. Yeah, so going back to this, I have you know, my little horse stables. I have my the rest of my garden is also really cool looking. So this is the central garden, right? And I spent a lot of time putting this garden together. I mean, every single plant had to place, every single little plant. So you see all these like little sacred grape seeds, or sorry, these little grapes, like every single one I had to plant. And then I also have this like little area back here where you can sit and chill. So, you know, if I want to sit down and enjoy my time in the garden, it's nice. I tried to set it up so that no matter where you sit in the garden during the day, you won't be exposed to the sun long enough to burn and die. So that was a goal that I had with this castle. And I think I pretty much accomplished that. This area here has, you know, some wine cases. So if you want to wine and dine with some friends, some vampire friends, you could do that. Really, really neat castle. We have, of course, the grand fountain in the front. The other side looks exactly the same as the sides we just looked at. It's just, you know, the other side. I'll show you guys the one of my other favorite places in the castle. So this is the training grounds. So I made like a training grounds thing. If you guys aren't familiar with the game, something that I really like about it is like the combat and the diversity of weapons. So like the regular sword, you know, you have this, so you can just, you know, dash to, and you can also like spin to win, right? There's also a whip, right? And with the whip, you can also set shit on fire if you have like the late game whip, and then you can also do that, right? We also have like a mace, so you can like hit targets like this, right? Or you can like do a big like smash down to the ground, or you can do like a frontal swing. That swing is like a stun. We also have axes, like dual axes, so if you want to be cool and attack like that, you can. You also have these kinds of things, so it's really neat. I like it. We also have like spells and things too, but you know, we have the scythe. Can also attack in a circle. Of course, it does its own thing. This scythe and, you know, all my perks and stuff, I'm basically spawning like armored skeletons, so that's a thing. We also have this thing, which is a longbow, right? Harder to use, but definitely fun. And then, you know, you have those attacks. There's also a stealth blade. So the stealth blade, the slashers, right? You can use it to dash like this. You can also use it to go invisible and then like sneak up on your opponent and then stun them with your first hit. So things like that. That's kind of what we see. There's also other weapons, like there's a longsword and there's dual pistols, which are pretty cool, but I don't have them on me. You need to try this game. You know, it's funny because I played this game mostly as a PvE player. The thing with this game is that you can play with other people, you can play by yourself, and, you know, if we take a look at the map, right, you see how you have all these, like, red places? These are, like, other people's castles, but this is a local save file that I'm using. This used to be my server, but I don't host a server anymore. I don't host a server. I just didn't have the time to like really work on that. But you know, I decided to stop hosting for that reason. However, yeah, normally you'd see like other people's castles on the map, and then, you know, they show up in red, right? Because they're not like allied castles. Yeah, it's not free. It's yeah, I would say there's a big open world. You have various different places too. You know what? After the tour, I'll show you guys a little bit around. How about that? I'll show you you guys a little bit of the map so you can see. Oh, if I go this way, I have my undead garden, so you can spawn undead and collect, you know, whatever they have. So bones and dust and all types of stuff. And then here's a nice little hallway here. This is one of the servants' quarters. I can actually summon. Actually, I guess I'll just summon these guys. Why not, right? They can start walking around. Yeah, well, actually, I'll leave that open. I'll see where they go. And then I have this hallway here. This leads down to the lounge area with the red portal. You love the summons? Oh yeah, that's so cute. But yeah, they're basically my my vampire army. So these guys are actually like church units, but I turned them, so yeah, they're not church dwellers anymore. And then of course you have this coffin here. This is one of the guest room coffins. But yeah, this room is kind of cool. And then of course you press space to wake up. Probably like it. I was so close to getting it. Yeah, I mean, you know, well, I'll tell you what, Kirby, if you ever want to play V Rising with me, feel free to let me know. I'll be more than happy to show you the ropes. So here I have my we should get it. Maybe. I feel like here's the thing. I play this game so much that I try not to be like, oh my god, it's the best game ever, you should play. But you know, it's kind of how I feel. I don't know. I love this game so much. And then of course you know, we have more servants in here, so I can summon them. You know, we have a variety of servants. A nice little variety of newly formed servants, not conformed. I shouldn't say that. So yeah, so these guys are actually from different regions. So these guys are from Gloomrot. It's kind of like a steampunky kind of world. You have this guy from Dunley, so it's like a farmland. You have another church person, another church unit here, and then of course this other random person here. I think this is like Bright Haven, maybe that clothing. I'm not entirely sure. Next time it goes on sale, you're gonna get it. All right. Whatever you want to do, Kirby. I'm not gonna hold you to it. So if you want to, feel free. But it's a great game. I like it a lot. So this is my nice little book nook, which I really enjoy very much. I try to put lots of detail in like the little rooms and stuff. Here's another room here. This is my private lounge. This is the parlor essentially of this castle. So yeah, it's like a private parlor room. This is my office, so I sit here and I do payroll. No, I'm kidding. Why would I pay them? Come on now. They're stuck here forever. Don't need to do payroll if they're already dead. Oh, I shouldn't be laughing like that, but you know, it'd be like that sometimes. But yeah, this is my office. And I really, really like it. I think one of my favorite items in the game that you'll see a lot is this mushroom terrarium. And it's not just because I like seeing mushroom terrarium, but I like the way it looks. It looks so cool. It has like the little skull and... Oh, actually it's backwards. Why is this one backwards? The hell? There we go. I didn't even notice it was backwards. There we go. But yeah, you have your little shrimmies and stuff. I really like the way that that looks. It's so cool. We have a little hallway here. Then we have a vanity room. So this vanity room has, you know, your chair. You can do your makeup. You can do whatever it is you need to do, right? And of course, there's like a window I can open up if I need fresh air, you know? And then of course I have, here's the master bedroom. This is where we saw that portal earlier, right? And yep, this is where I usually come. This is actually the Ancient Symphony coffin. This comes with the Castlevania DLC. There's a Castlevania DLC for this game, by the way. So if you like Castlevania, another reason to get the game. And you know, when you rise up out of it, it just looks so cool. It's super nice. Hello, Mage Flame. Welcome to the chat. How you doing?
I see you've joined the queue.
Thank you for the follow, MZZJ40. Thank you so much. I also have, I'd say maybe, well, I have a bench here. I put like a bunch of roses and stuff. These I planted myself, but the ones up on the walls are like kind of decorative, if that makes sense. And, you know, I have another chair with a chess table combo. All right, let me show you guys the, actually, was it that floor? You know what? I'll show you guys the third floor first. And then I'll show you guys parts of the map in a little bit too. So the third floor looks like this. I think I'm gonna actually start off like in this suite here. So this is a guest suite. So if we have a VIP guest, they stay in here. It's like a dual room, so you have two coffins. So if you have a couple, they have a place to be. And then, of course, we have a little table here with a map and all these cool little things and little knickknacks. And, you know, I try to keep things like kind of looking like, you know, someone could reasonably use this space, if that makes sense. And, of course, we have another vanity room back here. This one's blue, different color. There's also a dress-up room or like a dressing room here. Not that I have anything in this inventory, but, you know, I figure it looked pretty nice. All builds need a vanity room? Exactly. Exactly. They need to make chessboard playable like a minigame. I think someone asked about that in the Expedia AMA, and they were like, nah. They were like, nah, we're not gonna do that. So I would be surprised if they did. Here is another servant room, so I guess I'll summon these guys too. Why not, right? Oh, look, I have a priest here, actually. So that's cool. I'll let the servants walk around. We also have a ballroom. So this ballroom is probably one of my favorite rooms in the castle as well. Really, really cool. We have the music box over here playing whatever we want, right? Really, really cool. You love my face? Love your face. Yes, love your face. You gotta love your face. That's why you gotta have a vanity room, right? We have lots of wine, so if people need some wine to start dancing, then we're good. And of course, you know, with the music box and everything, that's cool. And then I have, you know, the tables and chairs on the side. So the ballroom is really nice. The running is something else. What do you mean? Like the way that I'm running through? Oh, because of the coat? Yeah, so this coat that I'm wearing is called the, what's it called again? It's called Soma Cruz's coat. This came with the DLC. So we got Soma's coat. I don't know why, but trees tend to bleed through the walls in this game. So I'm just going to delete that tree so no one can know. But yeah, it's another servant's room, servant's quarters. This is a nice little comfort corner. I tucked into the staircase, so really cool. This room over here is for like the head maid, head butler room, if that makes sense. So they get like, you know, their own private area, a little table to themselves if they want. Then we also have this nice little staircase. I really, really love the way that this staircase ended up with the windows and the walls up here. And then another chess board. I love having chess places to play chess. I like the game, so I figured. You love that all cozy tucked away. Yeah, that spot right here. And yep, I love this area. It's my comfort corner, as I like to call it. So you got the comfort corner. Yeah. You got your vases, another mushroom terrarium. I love these things. So in all my builds, you'll see me spamming the shit out of this because I just love the mushroom terrariums. Here we have a throne room. This throne room is kind of small compared to some of my other builds, but very nice. Hello, Crazy Legs. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? I also have, if we go out through here, you have the Altar of Recollection. So the cool thing about the altar is you can actually reset your spell school. So in the game, we have like different spell schools, right? So we have Blood Magic, Chaos Magic, Unholy, Illusion, Frost Magic, and Storm Magic. So there's different things you can choose from, and you get to choose 1-2 primary spells and then an ultimate. So it's really cool. Really, really cool. Here's a little meeting room as part of the throne room. And of course, you can't have that without a balcony. So I have my nice little balcony area out here. Really nice. So yeah, we have a lot of rooms in this castle. I'll show you this room too. The dining hall. So the dining hall is really big. This took a little bit of time to make because I wasn't sure about what color to use, but I ended up using purple because I said, fuck it, I'm gonna use purple, right? I didn't have a purple room in the castle yet, so. And then in here, this is like the prep room. So like, you know, whenever you have catering or something, if they need like a place to put down stuff to like, you know, cut up cake or something, you know, you can just do that in here and you have some extra wine bottles and things. And then, you know, you close it when it's not in use, that kind of stuff. Must be fun to play hide and seek in this castle. You know, maybe. I haven't tried that, actually. So many nooks and crannies to explore. I would have been lost by now. Oh my god. Must be purple room, not purple house. I mean, I could do like a purple house. So this is another servants' quarters room, but what makes this one different is that it also doubles as a break room. And, you know, I have this area here, little couches and stuff. And then over here we have kind of like a, you know, I guess you could call it like a moon room. So instead of having like a sun room, it's more like a moon room, I guess. You can sit here, get some air. You also have some books to keep you busy. But yeah, I try to make this place look as like alive as possible, if that makes sense. We can head back downstairs. I'll show you guys the prison. Because, you know, every vampire has a great prison. At least I like to think so. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Oh my god. So if I go up this way. Alright, so this is the prep area for the prison. So, you know, you grab your balls and chains, alright? You get your stuff. And then here we have well, actually this tree is bleeding through this wall too, but I don't want to break the, well, let me see, can I get it? Oh, I got the tree. I killed it. I hate when that happens. Anyway, so I have my, you know, blood storage, and basically what you do is you put prisoners into these cages, right? And then you can either charm them and move them to become a servant, or you can milk them for their blood until they die. This one is more like ain't no rest for the undead. Yeah, maybe. That's a good point. And then, of course, we have the other half of this room here. No prisoners right now because I moved them to become servants. And then, of course, in here, I keep my prep materials. So I keep empty bottles in here. I keep my rats in here. And then I would put a radiant gruel in here. So a radiant gruel is an item you can use to increase like the blood percentage of the target, if that makes sense. That's like another cool mechanic of this game, is that every living unit has like a blood percentage. So that's cool. Are those on top of cages? The blood sucking mechanisms? Yep, that's basically what that is. Yep, you can pull blood from the prisoners, and you can pick it up. So basically you would have someone in here, and then you would have an option or menu. You can feed them, which would like either increase their health or reduce their misery. Because if they become too miserable and you take blood from them, I mean, you could just like damn near kill them, essentially. Or actually kill them, which would be a shame and a waste of good blood, but you know, it'd be like that sometimes. And then I have a second floor for this prison. Yeah, you're basically a blood cow, yeah. And then up here I have my other cages. So this is the other expanded part of the prisons. This is where I keep the really bad prisoners because, well, everyone will forget they're up here, so maybe they'll starve or something. I don't know. And then, of course, I have my little mist brazier here, which, you know, you can turn this on and, well, I don't have any bones in there right now, but you could turn it on and it create like a smoke here. And the smoke, I use that so that when you're going through the staircase here, you don't burn in the sun. There's also this bridge that I made, which is like kind of, you know, going through here so you can see both sides. You can see downstairs. Oh, I forgot to show this little corner here, but there's like an overlook here above the entrance. And yeah, so that's pretty much this castle. But yeah, it's a really big castle. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Very, very happy. And soon I'll have a bunch of servants walking around here and, you know, taking care of the castle. So that's exciting. But yeah, hope you guys liked my little castle tour. I'll show you guys some of the areas in the game. So if we look at, I'll start with Farbane. So Farbane Woods is kind of like this, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's like the woods. Like an area that I really like as part of Farbane is this little fishing area here. Whoops, I got stuck. There we go. This little fishing area here. I can, you know, there's a boss here, right? Finn the Fisherman is like an early game boss, and he's interesting. He's one of the newer bosses. I'm not gonna tell you anything about him though. We also have other areas. Actually, you know what? I could just summon my horse. That's another thing too, is you get like a vampire horse. You start off with normal horses, right? And then you move to like a vampire horse. And I named mine Pocahontas because, well, I thought it was clever. So I went with that. And yeah, we can just kind of go around this area. Here's another area. This is the Hollowed Mountains. The Hollowed Mountains has like a couple of bosses and things in this area, but there's also like other people's castles here just because like I haven't like, you know, taken them over or anything. I just kind of left them alone. But yeah, These are other people's castles that were on the server before I shut down the server. But the cool thing is that even if you shut down a server or something, you can always keep the save file. And then if you have the save file, you can just access the game later with all your progress. So that's the cool thing. The only bad thing about this game, I think, is the fact that there are wipes. So for example, I want to say like once a year you'll see a, whatchamacallit? Like you'll see the devs put out like a huge patch, right? And then that patch will have like it'll come with a wipe essentially because the game will be incompatible from the previous version. So that's just something to think about. But that's only really like a once a year thing. A lot of people freak out around that time. They're like, oh my god, you know, there's always, especially PvE players, like I understand it, you know, but PvP crowd, they see it completely differently. The PvP in this game is pretty good. You just gotta find like a good server to PvP on. Here is the ruins of Mortium. This is like Dracula's area essentially, right? And this is kind of like where he keeps all his people, or at least one of the places. I'm just kind of roaming this area a little bit. But yeah, this is definitely really cool. There's also vampire merchants in this area, which is kind of cool, kind of neat. What else do we have? We also have different horse skins. We don't have many, but they do exist. I'm trying to think where else we should go. You know what? Let me just teleport up here. Whoops. Can I get down here? Hold on. I trapped myself on the ledge there. That was a mistake. No one saw that. And here is the Cursed Forest. And the thing about the Cursed Forest is that when you enter this area, there's, you know, a curse that kind of comes after you, or comes, you know, it's basically like a debuff, and it kills your visibility, essentially. So you get to a point where, like, you don't see enemies until, like, you're right next to them, essentially. Here's a boss right here, Gore Crusher. I'm not here for them, though. But yeah, this is probably one of the most unforgiving areas in the game, honestly. Just because there's so many like enemies and stuff in this area. I'm just gonna keep going. That's a boss right there, the Old Wanderer. You have to kill him to be able to get like a cape that you can use to like see in this area, essentially, so that you're not affected by the curse. But yeah, this is a really cool thing. When you first enter this area, though, it's like you're literally like blind. Like the map is just fogged and you don't know where the fuck you're going. It's great. I remember the first time I went in this area, like this area didn't always have that, but I remember when they added it, people were like, wow, that's actually kind of cool. But we're actually going to exit this area, so I'm not going to worry about, you know, the effects of it, but you can already tell the map is getting blurry and all that. There's a werewolf village we're gonna pass, so that village is over here. It's daytime, so, you know, they look like normal humans, but if I add time, they turn into werewolves. Yeah, they're kind of mean, so I'm gonna go this way. They're very mean. They don't like me. I don't know. I think the most annoying area for me is North Gloomrot. Just because there's so many enemies. Aw, crap. Let me get out of the way. Anyway. That was the werewolf village. There's also other places we can explore. So we could also go toward like Dunley. So Dunley has kind of like farmland and things like that. You see a lot of livestock and stuff like that in that area. We can just go through there. So maybe I'll walk through here a little bit. You know what? I'll walk through here and then I'll head up north toward Gloomrot so you guys can see the map. But yeah, there's a lot to explore. There's a lot of bosses too. So if you like if you like games where like defeating bosses is like the key to victory, essentially, like the key to like completing the game, this is definitely it. Ooh, that castle I think is already... Oh, I don't want to lose this one. Hold on. Oh, let me claim this castle. I don't want this castle to poof on me. Castle Heart event, claim. The heart is over there. Actually, let me teleport. I don't know whose castle this is. This is hold on. Let me turn invisible and just take a look. So we're gonna just look through here. I gotta find the castle heart somewhere. I do not see a place for the castle heart. I don't know. We'll see. There has to be a way here. That's not it, because that's a wall. But it looks like it's gonna make me go this way. This person did a great job. This was trying to figure out who like made this castle though. Well, I don't think it'll tell me now because I went out of my way to capture it, I guess, or claim it. Where's that heart? Oh, here we go. So I'm gonna remove the toggle observe, and I'm going to give myself blood essence. That's the nice thing about this game too, is that there are console commands, and you can also use this for things like server moderation. So like if you need to ban someone off a server, you can. If you need to move a player to jail, you can. You can jail a player, which is great. Let's see. We have some blood essence. I'm gonna give myself about 10,000 of them just for the sake of this, and then boom, now I've captured this castle. So now this castle's mine. I didn't want it to die. Oh wow, this thing was working? What are they making? I don't know. I'm gonna put that in there. Kind of funny. Anyway, I don't remember whose castle this was, but I just took it over. It's mine now. Let me teleport to map marker. I'll show you guys some of this other area. So this is still Dunley Farmlands. We kind of skipped the area a little bit, so I'll show you guys what it looks like over here. So if I go this way, actually it's blood moon right now, so the colors are a bit distorted. There we go. I just skipped to the next night. And this is what that camp looks like. So we have a nice little camp, militia, and then over here we have a bunch of spawns. Here's a boss right here, Lord Styx, the Knight Champion. There's also a big, there's another boss that flies in this area and just spews, you know, chaos flames from the sky. This guy right here, Talzer. He's a jerk. I don't like Talzer. He's so mean. But yeah, this is Northern Gloomrot. I'm gonna run around in this area a little bit. This area is basically polluted. Well, actually, is this Southern or Northern? Sorry, Southern Gloomrot. I'm sorry. This is Southern Gloomrot. The units look the same in Northern and Southern, but the difference is the environment. So in Southern, you see a lot of sludge and like mutants walking around and all types of disgustingness, right? And then if you head northward, there's like there's like lightning and things like that, essentially. So if we head all the way up and we go around, we'll head over to Northern Gloomrot. I tend to drop frames a little bit in this area though, not gonna lie. And we can go up the stairs, or not the stairs, but you know what I mean. Up the hill. So this is what Northern Gloomrot looks like. You see how everything is all stormy. There's like lightning, there's like all types of stuff going on there, so it's a very different kind of castle environment if you build a castle over here. I have one castle that I am building that's like the one that I was in when you guys first came in with the host. And then of course I have my, you know, my little area here that I have to kind of cross this bridge. There we go. Here's another area. This is the Transcendum. So this is like another part of this area. But yeah, these guys, they've basically decided, you know what? Everything's out to kill us. We're going to use technology no matter the cost, essentially. So, you know, these guys are... I think the best way to describe it is that it kind of reminds me of, like, Zon. So if you're familiar with, like... If you guys have watched, like, the recent, like, Arcane show on, like, Netflix, for example... Zon is kind of like this undercity, you know, area where there's a lot of pollution and things like that. This was kind of like a similar thing, but I'd say it's less magical and more mechanical, if that makes sense. Like, they're a lot more, like, it has a very different identity in some ways, but the concept is similar, you know, to survive. But yeah, this is the castle I was working on before. But yeah, let me do a quick hydrate and stretch. I have quite a few hydrates and stretches to do. So I'm going to do a big hydrate for PJ, and then a stretch as well, and then another one for Wilshire Fort, and then another one for Too Cute to Fail. I'm going to do double stretch and double hydrate right now. So let me do that. Oh, big stretch! I'm dying! No, I'm kidding. Imagine I'm like dying. Like, that'd be awful. That'd be crazy. It's a big hydrate. Okay. Big stretch, big hydrate. Very nice, very nice. Alright, so I also have what was it? I lost my place here. Oh, here we go. So let me check the chat real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, we're good. But yeah, I was just working on this area. I was trying to figure out what statues I wanted to add in this little area. I tend to do a lot of these like decorating streams when I do play V Rising on stream. Tomorrow I'm gonna be playing Power World, and then on Wednesday I'm gonna be playing Nightingale. So those streams are gonna be at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hello Medusa, welcome to the chat. How you doing? Yeah, so those streams are gonna be both at those times, but those are 2-hour streams. I put out an announcement earlier today, I think it was, or either early today or late last night, basically saying that, like, I'm probably gonna do like 1 or 2 members only streams on YouTube, probably like per month, if that makes sense, just to kind of like set on that, because it tends to end up working that way because of scheduling issues. So I figured I might as well make it official. So if you're a YouTube member, you know, you'll be seeing me next week for an extra stream, I guess, or a different stream. And yeah, so this castle right here, I should probably show you guys what it looks like from above, now I think about it. So if I go to the sky, oh yeah, you can fly in this game too, I forgot to mention. So you can turn into a bat, and you can fly to your little heart's content. As long as it's not daytime, then you melt, but but yeah, there's like a really nice shape going on here with this castle. I have to figure out exactly how I'm going to navigate the shape of the castle and everything, because I want this area out here to be a really like elaborate kind of like garden area, if that makes sense. Like, I want this to have like a cool like looking garden, but I haven't quite decided how I'm going to decorate it yet. I might use some more Gloomrot items. There is a Gloomrot themed pack DLC for this game, so I might use some more items from that. But it's a really nice plot. I like this plot. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this area though, out here. I'm thinking about maybe putting like a fence or something, and then using that fence to put like, I don't know, some greenery or shrubbery out here, but I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with that area. This underneath part, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. So this is gonna be kind of like an open book kind of castle where I'm trying to figure out like what I'm gonna do essentially. So yeah, and I also so I did mention Nightingale, right? So I've been playing a lot of Nightingale. I actually am currently working on a Let's Play of the game. Now, Nightingale is not as popular as like a lot of the other games I've played, but I do think that it does have a lot of good potential. They actually redid a lot of the early game. They basically overhauled the game And honestly, I think it's in like a much better place now that they've done that. Like the devs, I mean. So I don't know. I'm hoping to play more of that. I know next year there's gonna be a bunch of games coming out back to back to back to back to back. So I guess I should talk about that a little bit. So let me take a look at my Steam page real quick because my little Steam wish list. Oh, what the hell? Hold on, there's an update. What is this? Huh. Looks like one of the games I play got updated. Interesting. Haven't seen an update in like a year, but I'll have to look into that. Yeah, so if I go to my wish list, one of the games that I'm like really looking forward to right now is Ratatan. Now, Ratatan is a game that it's like a rhythm game that's made by the same people who made Patapon, or like the Patapon series. They basically went indie, and now they came out with their own series called Ratatan. And honestly, I am so hyped for this game. It's gonna be on like every platform too, so it's already on like Steam. So I'm like following it and like wishlisting it, and it's at like the top of my wish list. Like I cannot wait to play that game. Like I feel like that game's gonna come out, and then like you guys are gonna be like, stop playing that game again, another stream. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it is. Hopefully I like it. Another game I'm looking forward to for next year, but it's coming out in March, is Inzoi. So Inzoi, it's that game that like people were talking about a while back, but it's basically supposed to be like a competitor to The Sims. It's another life sim game. I do play a lot of like simulation games as well in general, so you might see me playing a few of those. Rift of the Necrodancer. It's a sequel to Crypt. Inzoi is just a like I guess so the game is called Inzoi, but the actual like characters you make, they're called Zois. So kind of like when you play The Sims, like you have Sims, right? In that game you have Zois, so it's just different. Paralives is another game that I'm looking forward to. Let's see what else we got on the horizon. Oh, we're supposed to see a. If I remember correctly, I think in a previous dev blog, Foundation is another game that's supposed to come out, I think, next year. Foundation is like a medieval simulation strategy kind of game. Think of like Manor Lords, but cuter. It's cuter and more like relaxing, I think. It's funny because I played Manor Lords thinking like, oh well, I like Foundation, maybe I'll like Manor Lords, and I tried Manor Lords and I was just like, nah. it hits different, man. Like something about Foundation, it just hits different. But I look forward to that release next year sometime. We still don't know when it's going to be released, so we'll have to keep an eye out. There's another game out there called if you guys play like if you guys like management sims, there's this one game called 2 Point Museum that's supposed to come out in March of next year. It's actually coming out before Inzoi, which is crazy. Inzoi is pretty ambitious. Hopefully they fulfill their goals. Yeah, I hope that. The thing about Inzoi is that I really like those kinds of games, but I didn't want to play The Sims, if that makes sense. Like, I was kind of like, I don't really want to play The Sims, but I want to play a life sim, right? So I feel like with Inzoi, I'll probably be playing that game a lot more, doing some cool stuff. Manor Lords first year still shows it's still in rough and will have more development. Oh yeah, I mean, it's in early access, so I expect there to be more development in general. It's just, I wouldn't say Manor Lords was bad. It just, after playing Foundation, I didn't enjoy Manor Lords as much, if that makes sense. Like, I preferred Foundation over Manor Lords. And who knows, maybe when the games come out, I might feel the same or I might feel differently. Like when they're both finished at 1.0, whenever that is. I don't know when Manor Lords is supposed to be completed, but there's that. But yeah, 2 Point Museum is supposed to come out March 4th. So March 28th is when Inzoi is coming out. I hope they don't push the date back again. They already did once, but we'll see. Hello, Tempest. Welcome to the chat. I hope I said your name right. Or T3MPU 5, which I think it's Tempest, but I could be wrong. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's one of those things where like there's so many games that are going to be coming out next year that I'm like super excited for, right? And my brain is just like going off like, what do I play? Everything's coming out back to back. Because, I mean, think about it. Next year's going to be a great year for, like, a few things. Nightingale, I think, is supposed to come out fully next year. I don't know if they changed that schedule because they had to they redid what they initially came out with, so I don't know if that's the plan. We'll see. 1.1 patch for this game, V Rising, is supposed to come out next year. If it's anything like previous years, my anticipation is that it will probably be sometime in Q2, probably like in May of next year, but they haven't told us any details, so it's only speculation at this point on my part.
I see you've joined the queue.
But yeah, there's so many games coming out next year, so like my main focus right now is to try and get my computer up to spec, because right now I cannot run Inzway on my computer like very well. Even if I had like lower settings, like even just playing Nightingale, my computer's like chugging, you know, it's like sweating, and I have the lowest possible settings. Like I have the performance settings on. Whenever I play with my friend who when he and I play Nightingale, you know, we kind of screen share, right? And I look over his screen and it's like he's in another universe entirely, because he has all the nice lighting, all the nice textures and details, and I'm looking at my screen and I'm like, damn. So maybe someday I can, you know, achieve that level of greatness, but we'll see. But yeah, let's get a little bit more decorating going on here, because I got kind of derailed, and you know, I don't mind the derailment, you know, it's not a big deal for me, but you know, I figured I'd probably decorate something today, right? But yeah, I'm probably like 3,000 hours into this game. I'm like, I guess like, I don't know, I really like this game a lot. I wish we had more frequent updates. Like, they only really do a big update like once a year. But, you know, who knows? Maybe someday we'll get lucky and we'll get like biannual updates or something. That'd be cool. That'd be really nice. I think I'm gonna put maybe like a couch or sofa something out here. I don't know. Let me see. Maybe like a big, actually, let's do this one. We'll do like a high back couch right there. And then I can do like 2 regular couches over here. I haven't figured out what size I want to use for the couches. The thing I don't like about this couch is that this couch doesn't really blend in well with this one. Like, these 2 couches don't really have their own, like, there's kind of like a big contrast here. I could also use something that's a little bit more chill, like these. That might be better. I don't know. Oh, but then that red is different than that red. The really fancy ones are cool too, but I don't know, I kind of don't want to go with like a super fancy couch, so I think I'm just gonna triple the couch. I'm gonna make 3 of the same couches. And maybe I'll do a little bit of an expansion on this side here. So I'm gonna put my couch there. Well, actually, that might be too close. I'm gonna push it back like right here. And I'm gonna mirror it on this side. And that should be enough space for me to walk through. Yep. And then we could put down like a nice little carpet or rug or something. Just to add a little bit of visual variety, as I like to say. I'm a little disappointed that my music isn't working for you guys. I don't know why that is. But it is very actually, let me check something before I do anything else. Okay, let me do my hydrates and stretches. I have a hydrate from Mage Flame and a stretch from Mage Flame. That was from 31 minutes ago, so I should probably do that now. Alright, got my stretch. Oh, that was a good stretch. And then, of course, I have more hydrates and stretches, but I'll do those in a bit. That way, it's a little bit more meaningful. I don't need a big stretch right now. Alright, here we go. So this carpet, I really like this carpet, but I kind of want to use a round one. This could be nice. I can also change the colors of the carpets and stuff, so if I want to make like the carpet black or like white even or something, I could change the colors of everything. Yeah, I hope that they add a lot more decoration items whenever they come out with patch 1.1, because I really love decorating in this game. I think I'm also going to add maybe let's see, maybe a curtain or something back here. That's not gonna work. Um, I could put like a white curtain. See, this one's a little weird because that one is more of a, it doesn't have like the gold accents on it. There we go. I don't know. I could also go with like a darker background. Like I could go with like a black or something. Maybe like a black carpet. And then maybe these chairs could be black. Or I could use some other color. I don't know what colors I want to use in this room. That's another challenge. Because I've done a lot of like the white with brown before, but I kind of want to change it. Maybe like a purple or something. Oh, you know what I could do? I could use like a green. Like I could use like a... Well, there's a light green and then there's a dark green, but I would just use the dark green. I don't know. I'm kind of liking the green, but I'll keep it, you know, as is. So the idea is that I walk in here and boom, back at the couch, but you have space. I could put maybe some vases or something here. Something to consider. Yeah, you know what? Let's add a couple of vases. So maybe something like this. Not sure about that color. Oh, that one's even worse. I don't really like the green on this one. Maybe I should use a different vase. Maybe something like deep. Oh, that one doesn't have a green color. Let's do this one. Maybe like a dark green on here. And I could add, you know, maybe a flower with like white flowers or something. I don't know. I'm kind of like on the fence with this one. I could turn it black. And that'd be pretty cool. I don't know. What do you guys think? What should I do with this? Like, what color should I even use here? Like, I'm not even sure. Because, like, I'm looking at the green. The green's kind of nice, but I feel like the lighter colors tend to do better, but I'm not really, like, a fan of yellow, if that makes sense. And I kind of don't want to use, like, white and, you know, for every single... I mean, it looks so good, but it's like... I gotta think about it. I gotta think about it a little bit. Because this also looks really nice with the white. I could also use like a white colored vase. See how different that looks with the white? You're a sucker for blacks? Me too. Actually, you know, now that you mention it, maybe that's something I need to look into. Maybe putting some lights out. So I could add some candle stands, right? So maybe I want to do something like, I don't know, something a little bit more. I like this a lot. I probably overuse this candle stand, honestly. But, I don't know, I can make the colors anything I want, essentially, except black. I think something they should do, I mentioned this when I did the interview with the developer, but I mentioned to them that I think that they should make it so that you have black on the color wheel, and then when you go to black, it just turns off the lights. I think that'd be cool. Looks like a cozy little place. Black and white, always clean too. Yeah. You know what? Maybe this carpet can be black and then the white could be on the couches, because the couches look kind of almost like gray, but this is the white for these couches for that particular texture. If I wanted to use white light, I could back here. Or I could use like a natural light color, which is like that, right? Quite a bit of options. The white's not bad because it makes the brown kind of stick out a little bit more, I think. It like kind of adds a little bit more of a visual pop. So if I wanted to, I could move this over. The only bad thing is that I can't get out from here. That's something I have to think about. So what I might do is I might just add... I could scoot this over. There we go. Yes, or black light so colors glow. Yeah, that'd be... Well, there are some techniques you can use. I'll show you. So I was working with different colors in a separate castle. This was for the Church of the Damned castle, like, because I made a castle that's kind of like inspired by Church of the Damned, which is kind of like a faction within this game, if that makes sense. So for the pillar mounted lights, you could put something like, for example, like this flare sconce, right? And I could go with maybe like I notice if I go with like a purple or like a green or something, and then I put like a brazier underneath it, it looks really cool. So if I go with like, I think I was trying to use green. So you see how that looks? Like that's really neat. Or I can reverse the colors, right? So if I reverse this to be the green and that to be the purple, it also has a cool light. It has an almost like kind of like a really spoopy color to it. Thank you for the follow, Time Dressed. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness, no! What is that? Oh my god, why? Anyway, so yeah, I have this color kind of going on. I haven't really experimented much with other colors that can probably do this, so like I could, well, I guess I could show you. So if I go back to the pillar mounted lights, and let's say I use this sconce here. If I make this the purple one and then the bottom part the green, you could see the difference, really. So they're both kind of similar, but I would argue that this looks better. So I guess I could go with like a red dark and then like, you know, use maybe like red for the bottom, and maybe you could go with like another color up top. So this looks kind of weird. It looks almost like a muted red. So that's kind of weird. You can also do something with maybe like the blue. So maybe if I want to have like a purple. So like if this is red and this is, you know, blue, you have like purple vibes, but it's not like pure purple, because pure purple would look like this. So you see how there's like a little bit of a difference. So you can kind of mess with the lights a little bit in this game, a little bit. It's definitely interesting. I'll give it that. But yeah, the fact that you can kind of mess around with light colors, especially if you like fuse them together like that. I haven't really messed around with like taking you know, candle stands to do that, but I can imagine it's probably a similar effect with different candle stands. I'm gonna think. There's also different like sconces and stuff you can use. So like this one's pretty neat. I like this one a lot. I also like to use the hanging ones. The hanging ones are pretty neat. I like to use the hanging ones a lot of times when there's like chairs and stuff underneath, like a table or something that is over. Because I feel like it kind of gives that space a little bit more light. But there's also like flying lights too. So yeah, you got some options. I kind of want, like, I don't know, I'm kind of like stalling on this castle. Like I'm kind of looking at it and I'm like, I'm not sure if if I'm ready for that inside. So I think I'm gonna come back out here and work on this a little bit. Let's work on the outside. There we go. Oh, wrong one. We're using this thing right here. And this wallpaper, that can change. So I'm gonna use I think I'm gonna use that wallpaper. I think I'm gonna do the same thing in here too. Just for the visual effect. Because it doesn't make sense that just these pillars are that wallpaper, so yeah, now it's all uniform. So that's much better. Something I would like to see that we don't see in the game right now is I would like to see props or like light items that you can like, or even candles that like kind of go on like a shelf or something, because we don't have that right now. Like we don't have anything that can go up here that has like light emitting from it. Nothing at all, actually, now I think about it. If we look at wall ornaments and, you know, we have like bookcases and different things we can put here, right? But there's not that much. We have some mirrors, which are kind of cool. They're good for like end of hallways and things like that. You know, you have plaques and banners and all types of stuff, but there's nothing that glows, you know? Like we don't really have anything that actually glows. So that's unfortunate. It would be cool to see that though. The real question is, what do I put on this outside? I kind of want to add some gargoyle statues on the edge, like, of this balcony, so I don't know. Maybe I'll put this one here, maybe this one over here, this one over here, maybe one over here. Yeah, those four can do that, right? They'll protect the castle, right? Probably not. Probably not, but, you know, we can dream. And I think I'm also going to add maybe... I like to use the balefire sconces on the outsides of items, because, you know, it's like on fire, right? So I always thought, oh yeah, use them outside, right? And of course you have different colors you can choose from, but part of me kind of wants to put down something else, like maybe I don't know, maybe something a little bit more creatively colored. I don't know. We need some pizzazz, but I'm trying to figure out what light I want to use. And if I use the hanging lights, I'm gonna have to choose like Well, actually, the Gothica ones are cool because the Gothica ones have the little candle inside. It's really cute, and I can change the color of that. So you have like the little candle inside. It's a really nice detail. I like that one a lot. You know, I think I'm gonna use Gothica in this castle. We'll put 4 out here just to bright up the seating area. And then I'm gonna put out some little garden things too. I feel like this area here needs a little bit of a, I don't know. Like, I decided to go with the rough flooring out here, but I'm kind of second guessing. I'm thinking maybe I'll switch to terracotta tiles. I think the terracotta tiles probably look better against the red. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. 10 out of 10. Now, the careful part is figuring out what to do with these windows. So if I go inside and I go to the windows, if I decide to use like a white... Oh, wait. That's the wrong one. I should be using this. Oh. There we go. So now we have, you know, some window draperies. But I feel like I need something else over here, like some kind of visually interesting thing. I have one bench out here, and then I could put a second bench over here, but I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to remove this bench, but I gotta think a little bit more about it. I could also add some castle wall vegetation, which is another decent option. So with that option, I could just put like, you know, some roses up in here and make it look all nice. I could also maybe add them onto the pillars, kind of make sure it's like fully embracing that, you know, theme. And then the flooring, I'm pretty happy with, so I might use some garden planters or something. I could use something like this. Thing is, if I use this planter, I feel like I need to use it like here because it's so big. And I can't put it like flush against the fence either. I mean, I can, but I'm not gonna go through the trouble of glitching it to make it do that. That's too much work. That's too much work. And then we're gonna put some roses up in here. And I'm gonna put a couple of plots. There we go. And then I'm gonna give myself some blood rose seeds. So I'm gonna switch this out. I'm gonna place some of them. Alright, so that's much better. So that's gonna grow in some. I think I'm also going to have some I don't know, I feel like I need some kind of lighting or something out here, because I feel like this here is like really dark. But it could just be me, I'm not entirely sure. Have you watched the trailer for Light of Motrium and the Inata, aka Project Mugen trailer? I have no idea what that is. I feel like I've heard of Light of Motrium before. Wait, sorry, Motirum, but I have no idea. It sounds familiar, but I just can't put my thought on it. Like I don't remember where I've heard that before. I'm not sure if I saw the trailer for that. I might have. Like I said, the name sounds familiar, but I don't remember off the top of my head. I could put extra lights hanging back over here, just for decoration's sake. Normally I don't put this many lights out here on like a balcony, but I kind of like it. I could also add some more castle wall vegetation, maybe to the pillars. Even with the gargoyles, I think it goes underneath the gargoyles. Yeah, it does. So this is fine. You know what? I'm kind of not liking this much vegetation. So, you know what? I'm gonna leave this alone. I think it's a little too much. It's overkill. I don't need to cover everything in a weed. Let me do a quick hydrate and stretch from Will's Report, and you read your curse. I'm gonna stretch first, though. Awesome. And then I'm gonna hydrate. Alright. Hydration has taken place. But yeah, I'm just thinking a lot about what to do for next year, because, you know, I want to make sure I have, you know, some, like, I'm actually putting together some new redeems for you guys, too. So I look forward to that. If I could just find my other shoe, that'd be great. I lost my shoe! I don't know how that happened. Well, I'm sitting at my desk, but okay. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe the lamps are a little too much? I don't know. I don't know. I'm like kind of like on the fence with this. I could use some more planters, so I could use something like this, right? Like these little I mean, I could use the cage ones. I could use the tall ones, but the tall ones might not make sense. But I could use the tall ones and then maybe 2 short ones next to it or something. kind of create a little bit more visual variety. I've been doing that a lot with these garden planters, where I'll just like put the smaller ones right next to it, and then I'll put something cool up top. So in this case, I'll put maybe the green one up top, and then I can put like spiky gray ones on the bottom. Make sure it's like, I mean, you can barely tell, but you know what? It looks good. I could maybe use a different color, like maybe that green. I don't know. It's like a barf. It's like a cat barf green. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I should use that for like the lower ones, but not the higher one. I don't know. I'll put like a dark green on this one. Yeah, you know what? That looks a little better. Let's do that. Boom. Easy. Easy, easy. And I could also put some... I don't think I can put any rugs. You know what we actually don't have, now I think about it? We don't have any half carpets either. Like, we don't have, like, imagine the stuff I could do if we had a rug like this, but cut in half. Like, if you could fold the rug and just place it, that'd be really neat. But, I'm not really sure if, that would be something we could see in the future. It'd be cool, though. That'd be neat. But yeah, there's a lot of different things we could do. I'm still not sure exactly how I'm going to handle the upstairs either. This first area is kind of going a little bit slow, but I'm pretty happy with how this little walkout area is. It's not too bad. I think that the lights are a little overwhelming, but I'm not really sure what to do with that in the meantime. I'm thinking maybe I'll remove these, right? And just leave that alone. Like, maybe I'll have them on the sides there. And then maybe I could put, like, small braziers here instead. How about that? Gotta choose the small ones. So maybe something like, I don't know, the ardent one. I don't know if I want to use that. Cordial one. Cordial one might be better. And then we can make those white. And then if I speed up the time, I can speed up time to make those flowers grow. There we go. So the flowers grew in really nicely. Very nice. I don't know, kind of like I said, I'm kind of conflicted with the lights here. Maybe it'll grow on me, maybe I don't like it, but I have to think about it a little bit more. Oh, there is one thing I forgot. I forgot to put I wanted to put, like, I think a banner or something here. Let's go with that one. Alright, now it's covered in whatever that is, but it's good enough. Yep, and then this downstairs area. This is something I'm gonna have to plan out too, because this leads directly to the upstairs, right? And it looks cool. But this outside area is gonna be kind of challenging because you can get struck with lightning here. So I'm thinking about maybe making a separate floor, like a hidden staircase somewhere, so I can go up and then just make a roof. See? Like that. So it's really tempting to just make a roof here, but this corner doesn't have a tile, so I can't make a tile here. So it would have to be like here, and then it would basically kill off like 2 spaces that I could have used for like a ceiling. So I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to do that. And then of course up here we have our little jump spot. So I like the jump spot because you can go to the portal directly from here. But I don't know. So far so good. Also, how's the stream holding up? Because on my screen it looks like the kick stream is like lagging or something. And the YouTube stream is like super behind. Like, what's going on? Like, like how's the stream holding up? Like, is it freezing for you guys, or like what's happening? Because like it's kind of freezing for me. I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on there. But yeah, this is definitely. So this room here is something else I'm not sure of either. I thought about maybe making like a small like dining hall or something, but I feel like it doesn't really make sense because the entrance gate is so close right here. So it's kind of like if I do that, I feel like I have to close off this area, and I don't necessarily want to do that. So this might be like a stable room. That could be a stable. I mean, I have stables over here though, so it's kind of like, you know, kind of overkill. I don't know. Sorry. Whew. That was a powerful sneeze. It is lagging? Yeah. See, that's what I thought. I'm like, why is my stream like chopping up? Like, that's bad. I don't know why it's lagging though. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I have to think about it. This outside garden area here, I really like the way this looks, but I think I might put like a fencing or something here. Oh right, I remember now. I used this fencing out here, so maybe maybe I will continue that. Maybe I'll put one like right here, and then I can plant like I think I'm going to change this tile to not a foundation tile, like a hard foundation, but maybe a maybe like a dark green tile or something. I don't know. I used the orange ones because I like the way it looked, but now that I'm looking at this, I'm not so sure it was a good idea. But yeah, I'm probably gonna place some plants over here somewhere, so I'm gonna leave that alone for now, but I'm gonna close that off, and then I think I'm gonna add like maybe like I could put like a bench or something here. I don't want to overuse the benches though, so I have to like, kind of plan. So maybe like be like right here. For now. We'll leave that alone. It's freezing the hold on, you're speaking on fast forward on me? Oh my god. It's freezing and continuing with faster pace trying to catch up? Oh my god. That's awful. Holy crap. I'm dropping frames. I don't know why. That's kind of weird. I'll have to look into that after stream. There's a lot of weirdness going on today. Like, for some reason, like, the music that I usually play and stuff in the background, like, you guys can't even hear it because it's not being picked up or recognized for some reason. So there's a lot of oddities happening today, which I don't really understand why. I am going to add another fence here. I think I'm just gonna put, like, the hard fence here. There we go. And I'm gonna put a different wallpaper here as well. Yeah, but this area here, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this either. Like, this area here needed to be redone. There's a lot of potential. Something updating the background? Good question. Let me check. Nope. Doesn't seem like it. Looks like the games that have updates are not update. Well, they don't update automatically. Do I have any unnecessary? Let's see. I don't have my editing programs open or anything. What about this? Is that causing problems? Oh, you know what it could be too? I could just remove the... Let me close out all these browser pages. Maybe that'll help. And you know what? Maybe I'll also, since you guys